everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I'm on with Secondhand Sunday, which is an open collaboration. So if you want to join in, add the hashtag Secondhand Sunday to your video description so we can find your video easier. Now, this week I found out via Facebook that one of my all-time favourite op shops in my town was shutting down, which was really sad because the big op shops here are way expensive. They overprice things. You know, they chuck most of the good little stuff that we like rummaging around to find. But this one was a big shop and they didn't overprice. They often gave me good discount, and they usually have a lot of the little bits and pieces which I love finding. So I was really sad about that. So I thought, that's it. Before they close down, I must go in and grab a whole pile of stuff. So that's what I did. They did have a 50% off clearance sale going, which they will for the next few weeks as well. So I don't know whether I might go back in another week and see what they've got, but I'll show you what I grabbed today. Firstly, they had two of these, which I absolutely love. And I do have some papers, like I think I've got my coloured vellums all in one of these and some of my themed papers. And I want to put some more of my themed papers like Peter Rabbit, Alice in Wonderland, that sort of thing into these because they protect them nicely and you can sit them up in your Kallax units like that or your bookcases and put labels on them. So I grabbed them because they're nice and cheap at the secondhand store. You'll probably get a giggle out of this, but I got these 3 bags of buttons. But they were, I think they had $2 on them, so I got them for $1 each bag. Now, you can tell they've been cut off of clothes. So it's good to know that they spent time cutting them off of the clothes rather than just throwing them in the bin. But of course, then I've got an assortment of vintage, different colours, sizes, all that sort of thing. So they're going to be great fun to go through. And I love the fact that there's lots of browns and there's purples too. So I grabbed the 3 bags of those. These days, a lot of the shops are doing jars with about this many in for about $5. That's why I thought grab these at that price. There were these flower centre pieces. Don't ask me the technical term because I've got it on the tip of my tongue. But I think I keep saying the wrong thing, so I'm not going to go there. Yeah, and I have seen people use these before in their crafting. I thought that might be interesting to have a play around with. Real cheap again. Love the container. I'll be able to reuse that. So grab those. A couple of packs of envelopes. I've got some purple ones. And these beautiful floral ones, which are really nice. There was this name card holder. I thought this was a bit different than the usual. But they're actually paper with the plastic on both sides. They're beautiful little tag holders, aren't they? So I think that'd make a really nice addition to some vintage journals. And then you could reuse the cover as a little notebook cover or something. CD envelopes, just because I shan't need to get any more white ones of those. And I have a whole heap of coloured ones, and I probably did get a pack of white ones at one stage, but you can also use them for storage as well, so they can be quite handy. But yes, I definitely don't need any more of them now. There are a couple of loose napkins. I think she just gave them to me for free. Thought I'd grab them because they're very pretty, Christmassy ones. There are these, which I've never seen before. They're DVD slips. So they've got the holes for your ring binders for your DVDs, but I thought they were great size if I want to make them a page in a journal, but that'd also be awesome storage. So I grabbed those. There was this beaded applique. Looks like a bit that's been taken off of a chest piece. So very nice. That almost looks like a rabbit or something. There was this Sew Craft Decorative Snap, and it has the tool as well. So I have to play around with them sometime. I see these things and I just think, oh, I'll be able to do something with them sometime. Just fun to play around with, really. There was this lot of ribbon. There were a fair bit of ribbon there, but it was all stuff that I pretty well think I have. But this one is, it's like lacy. It's plastic ribbon, but it's lacy and it's got your glittery bits in it. So I thought that was really nice. I got myself a purse. This, I shouldn't have this in this video because it's not for crafting, but I got myself a purse. I don't usually buy purses and that. I'm not much of a fashionista or anything like that. I'm more practical. Yeah, and the last thing I tend to buy is anything like clothes and purses and that. It's all craft stuff. So, but I really like the look of this one, so grab that for myself. Okay, now lace. It's a nice wide white one though, and there's a whole pile of it there. So that's very nice. Good for spines. More fabric. Love this one because it's pink and then it's got pink butterflies and florals on it. And then the other one I got was sort of oriental style, I think, and that's why I grabbed it. I think it's a sheet maybe because it's hemmed. But yeah, I think they'll be really nice in oriental themed journals, and lots of it. Next is some stamps. They had all these loose stamps, so I just grabbed a whole pile of them because they, you know, half price, so pretty cheap. There's this little, it's a basket with some flowers in. Now they're real sticky and mucky, so I'm going to give them a nice good clean up. I might use my Stays On cleaner and see how they come up. But otherwise they look and feel good. This one's Seashells. There were like a pile more, but I just grabbed the ones that I really like because I do have heaps of stamps. This is great. It's like a kitchen scene and it almost looks like a label, I think, so you can write a name or something in there. But I love that. And this one, Easter eggs and the flowers from the kitchen of. Beautiful big Christmas tree. I've got so many Christmas stamps and I'm not even dragging, well, I wasn't going to drag my Christmas stuff out, but I might be tempted. I do keep thinking of, I haven't got time to do a December daily or anything, but I got my first Christmas card the other day and I thought, you know, I really should have a little journal that I can just put things like that in, and maybe glue book in or art journal if I'm in the mood. But it's a very busy month for me, so I'm trying to catch up on a whole lot of stuff rather than get distracted by Christmas. But yeah, I love these big ones. They're great fun to colour in with your gel pens and that, so I thought I'd grab that. And they're good quality stamps too, because this one cost $11 initially. So that's Father Christmas with a couple of kids. Then there were some brass stencils. I haven't used brass stencils before, but I do have a collection going now. So this is Friendship. And then there was a number one. And then this pack of stamps, they're just your cheap foam stamps, but those who plant kindness harvest love. I really love the botanical theme of it. And there's this To From as well, which is a bit Christmassy. So they were good finds. Now the last pile of stuff. There was this. It was in, I was looking through these drawers I had with odds and ends of jewellery, and there was this. It's a 100-something note from China maybe, or Japan, or somewhere. I'll have to look it up. So if anyone knows, can you please let me know? Yeah, so I thought that's it. I'm going to grab that. Something different to put in a journal. More eyelash trim. Nice brown. I like the brown. So I grab those. More lace. This one's very pretty. I mean, I'm not going to say no to the stuff when it's real cheap as it is, and then they give you half price off, so... But yeah, that's very nice, that one. And there was a tissue box cover. Should probably use it for my tissues, but I just saw the, whatever you call that stuff. I'll just say lace for now, but I know it's got its own name. And I just thought that was really, really nice. And even the tissue box cover itself. Could almost cut it in half and use it as a big floppy page in a journal or something. And, you know, I'd reuse all of this too. Nothing would go to waste of that. There was this bag of Patchwork Fabric, which I haven't opened up yet, and I should because I want to see what the cream stuff's like. It is all boring plain fabrics, and usually I go for the patterned stuff. But in my last journal, which was the guest design team one I did for Tracy Fox, the botanical sort of herbal one, I used all plain fabric through that, and I absolutely loved the way that turned out. So we've got a pile, God, there's heaps there of this dark green. And then we've got the blue, so navy blue. And some of it's been cut into hexagons. But I really love this cream. It's a really nice thick cotton too, I think. So that can be tea-dyed or left as is and used in spines. Look, this is even almost cut perfectly for doing spines. And do some stamping on it, all sorts. So that's wonderful. That to the side. And then I got some paper stuff, some books. So I'll start with these two. These are your Notepads. So they had 50 cents on them, so I got these for 25 cents each. They're thank you ones, but I love the design on them. So there's this yellow one with the roses. So of course you could cover over the thank you if you didn't want that on there. It's got a little bee up the top, which is really cute. And then the other one is this blue floral one. Really, really pretty. And there was this, so beaten up. See what it says on the front, but it's a practical encyclopedia for children. It is not in good condition, but obviously I don't need to feel bad when I rip it up. It was gifted in 44. One would think it was gifted in 1904 by the looks of it. But it does have some really cool pages in it. So I think the best ones were near the back. Transport, microscope. It's talking about keeping a nature diary there. Meal. An interesting little book. And then this, if you've been watching on my hauls, a couple of weeks ago I shared one where I found a few little golden books, but it was in a shop that they were up in a bookcase in a box, and I was flicking through them and they were falling over, and I went to pick the ones that had fallen over up, and I seen that there was this massive furry huntsman spider in the box. And I was so proud of myself because I still carefully flicked through the last couple of books, but oh my goodness, my insides were screaming. So anyway, I went there, and again, and that, you know, all the golden books are still there, and I really wanted to look at them, and I have no idea if the fairy was still in there. I wasn't going to look too hard, but I grabbed myself a whole lot of little golden books. What I did was gingerly picked them up by the top, turned them around to check before looking at the inside of the book. So I'm really, really proud of myself, actually, because in the past I would never have done that. So I grabbed airplanes. So this one's 1954. I could have left these for my book haul, but I've already got book haul organised, so I thought I might as well just show them. Wales, I think I got this one last time, but I really like it, and I'd like to make a journal out of this one. 1978. Mary Poppins, A Jolly Holiday. It's not in the best condition, the cover, but I don't have it, so I thought I'll grab this one. And I mean, there were more there I didn't have, but I don't grab them unless I sort of like them for some reason, and depending on the date and all that. This is 1964, this one. Beautiful pictures. Brave Cowboy Bill. This is 1957 to 65, it says. That one's pretty broken up. Again, they shouldn't really be charging people for stuff where the pages all ripped, but... so they had $1 on them, so they were 50 cents each, these ones. A Little Golden Book, Riddles from A to Z, or Z, whichever way you want to say it. 1962. Little Red Riding Hood. 1978, 5th printing. I should say this carefully. Chitty, Chitty, Bang, Bang. This one brought back memories, actually. I didn't know there was a golden book on this one. 1970. This one's been scribbled all over. Yeah, some of the pages have been really scribbled on. Thumper. 1967. Raggedy Ann and Andy, 5 birthday parties in a row. 1979. And the last one is The Ugly Dachshund, however you say that. And that does not have a date on it, so I'll have to look up about that one. Just have a look. No, I thought it was a stain or something, but it's not. So that was great fun, actually. I'm very sad that this particular shop is closing, but I think over this year we've had 3 of our secondhand shops close. And I got home from buying all that, and then there was another Facebook listing of another shop here that's closing for demolition, and but that was an antique store, and they've mostly got furniture. I was going to go and have a look because they're clearing stuff at 50% off as well, but last time I went in, they didn't have a lot of the type of thing that I would use. Although maybe next week, if they're still clearing, I might have a look. But I mean, it's a really good way to get things at a good price when, you know, I prefer to go to places when they're having sales, and, you know, clearance sales are usually the best ones. So we will see. So I hope you're all well. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye.